Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be playing a game of RG Luffy, and we're going against some Blackbeards. I got requested from a subscriber that their locals is infested with enough Blackbeard players that they want me to show them how to play the matchup. So we're going to go in, we're going to do a couple of test matches. There's not a lot of Blackbeard players around, so we'll just kind of take whatever we can get. This is a sneak peek of the list. We were just running 2 of these today. We're running 1 more of each of these, but I wanted to give you guys a quick sneak peek of the deck list. We don't want to just make it into an anti-Blackbeard list. It's still RG Luffy, and it's still really good against everything else in the meta, and even adding a couple extra rush units isn't going to hurt us, because that's just kind of what our deck does, and given that this one could put the rest down underneath our leader, it can play very aggressively. So, here we go. If you guys do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, and always do me a favor and tell me what you guys want to see. That's the biggest deal. I'm making this particular video because a subscriber asked me to. If you guys want to see a matchup, not even with just this leader, if you want to see a different leader, I will pilot a ton of different leaders. I like playing all different colors, but RG is my favorite. So if you guys want to see specific things from me, let me know. All right, I appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Let's go get into it. Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can do this. Got a request to see how we do against old Blackbeard. This is a pretty good hand. I think we keep this. They chose to go second. What am I going to look for here? Luna wouldn't be a bad pickup. No Luna, huh? Can't pick up a 2K, but I can pick up any of these 3. This wouldn't be a bad unit to have. Blockers aren't bad, but we're gonna have to kind of deal with what we got. Might need just a straight up attacker. We'll try that. 2K blocker. We're going against Blackbeard from OP09. One of my subscribers said they were having troubles with this. They're local, apparently. It's pretty prevalent there. Well, this Blackbeard's off to an excellent start. They found both the blocker and stage. Grab themselves their first 10 cost teach. Gross. None of our on plays are off yet. So the first thing we do is attack. And we're going to deploy this because we can. They haven't turned anything off yet. Double attack's pretty aggressive. This will have an on-play to attack. It won't have an on-play, but it will have the ability to activate me and attack during the turn it's played. We've got 3 cards here. Is it worth doing that? By the time I get that comfortably on field, they're gonna be on their 10 cost, so I might as well do that. So they'll turn off our on plays this turn, which means we're gonna drop the Usopp next turn. Brook's not gonna have a lot of value because it won't be able to rest anything. It will give us a double attack if we need to, though. It's not the worst option. They reveal and draw a dark hole. He's just going to go straight 9 at me. Well, I don't want to give him 3 cards, so that's going to go through. We'll attack in. Okay, they're going to get on board. I'm going to drop this Usopp, which is unfortunate because I can't play like a Laboon. But it means they have to give up their Dark Hole, which doesn't allow them to develop any real bodies. So I'm okay with they do. Yep. So they do immediately Black Hole. That's fine. Which I understand, because that was going to generate me a lot of value. Yep, that was your whole turn to develop that guy. You're not getting through again. That's some pretty good freeze we found. Let's see. I think I'm going to develop this. We're going to put a little balloon out just because I can't afford to get that one removed. Enjoy that, my man. You're going to be playing some removal to get rid of some of those. Yeah. I don't care. Remove it. Go ahead. You cannot remove my guys. So let's see. What do we want to do now? We're at 9. I know one of those is... So if I KO this with this, it'll draw him a card. But I do have to get rid of it because I can't rest 2 things every turn. I like the double attack more than I like the Sanji. Because it means they have to block it every turn. They did black hole me, so it's always going to be doing that. So if I go with this or this, which one do I want? This probably? I have to play something so that this can rest something. We'll play this. And then we'll go attack. Put that there. I know one of these is a Blackbeard, so he's got a lot of dead cards in hand. Deck 6. I thought about going bigger, but I was like, I think I'm getting the block either way, because he needs cards on field. Just straight draw 1 card, then play out 2. Pass 5 or less with Kuzan from your trash. Yeah, and we'll remove this, just because I don't want it doing anything. Okay. I only have 3 Dawn standing, but it's not the end of the world either. He hasn't been able to establish any bodies. I'm expecting to see the Burgess here any minute. Yeah, you can remove my guys. That's not going to do anything. Okay, so he's nullified my ability. No blocker. You can have a 1K. I'm not giving you up a life that easy. Luna's pretty darn good. So this can't attack, which is exactly what he needs. So we'll deploy one of these, and then we're just going to keep... Let me trash this character. Draw 1 card. This actually doesn't do anything for him right now. I'll put that there. I probably should have attacked a little more aggressively. Yeah, it doesn't get him anything. Okay, so he's just going to free block, which isn't super surprising. I think I'm going to play a second guy here. Because he just doesn't have anybody on board. I'm only going to get 2 Dawn back up, but that's fine. I think he's going to drop another Teach, which means my leader ability would have been off anyways. There's no point. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, you're going to play another guy, so I can't do anything about it anyways. But yeah, I was like, you got to keep this off you, but I developed more guys than you have. Trash. Yeah. I'm going to make it so he can't kill me next turn if he goes 12, 12, 15. I'm going to make it so you just can't do anything. So he grabbed himself a 2k. Gross. But if he rests this guy, that means I've got 3 good attackers coming after him. Yeah, he says, no, I can't afford that. So he's got a 2k in hand, which means he can't get out of any of this. I'm going to try and kill him right here. Yeah, I don't care. You should negate this if you're going to do that. Because this will let me get ready to rest the Dawn around. So I am going to try to kill you this turn. You don't have enough. You just don't. Yeah, you negated that, but it doesn't really matter. You should have negated that. 7. It's both cards out of hand. Takes it anyways. Well, well, well. That's so greedy. Seven. I win. My 10k. GG. Got him. 1, 2, 1. Yeah. This, I think this is good enough as far as tech goes for this matchup. It's just so punishing to be able to do stuff like that. And the Brook makes it just punishing. Because you saw I got to put 2 Dawn underneath it just because it's not a once per turn when attacking. It's not a ton of tech in the deck, but man, if he ever saw his Burgesses, it actually would have been worse for him, because then I could have just started freezing everything. We played that one pretty tight. We just developed bodies kind of as fast as we could. We recognized that he was going to drop his 10Ks, turn off leader abilities. There was no point in having a bunch of Dawn up. Put those down as fast as we could and just keep on trucking. He had to play pretty defensively because we were just pressuring so hard. Charleston would have been really nice. So Charleston, they would have turned off our leader ability when we got to go by dropping more of these, probably. But they need to have... we can still have the Dawn up and play these Charleston gave us plus 4k. Just don't trash a card. So these are still valid in this matchup. These are good enough, and these are good enough as well, because these are really helpful for counter, because now we're playing our events. So recognize that your events in this matchup have a really good counter, because they're just going to turn your leader ability off with the expectation that all our standing Dawn don't do anything. And if I can generate 7k worth of counter out of 3 Dawn anyways, that's pretty darn good. So keep that up. I'll see if I can find another Blackbeard. They're pretty hard to find on the ladder, or not on the ladder. Just even in casual, but I think that's kind of a good representation of the matchup. We're going to keep at it, though. We'll see if we can find another one for you guys. All right. See you there. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying it again. We found a matchup. 1, 4, 6. I don't have any aggression, really, other than these two. I do like the Brook, though. I feel like I'm kind of want to keep this. Now, we're going to mulligan. I'm trying to find Laboon, to be honest with you. Just some protection is good enough. This is actually a really solid hand. It didn't turn our leader ability off, which is good. I like Luna here. But I think I need some bodies to pressure, because it's going to come down to how fast can I pressure. We just say, hey, I'm coming after you, full tilt. Didn't find our tech cards in this matchup, but we'll see how we do anyways. We're set up to be pretty pressure heavy. Finds his first Burgess. Trashes his Burgess immediately. For leader ability. 6 on lead. Nope, no trigger. Charleston's a good match. Wow. I don't have any protection. Yeah, you're gonna need some of that. We'll deploy this. We'll go into turn. We'll stand 2 Dawn back up. He may invest in KOing this because it's gonna give me a lot of value. I've got nothing under leader, so my leader effect's off. I can use the Dawn if I need to. Alright, he just trashed that off of effect. Okay, we can kill that because we got a ton of these. Finds himself a Kuzan. I don't see him being able to KO this. Okay, he's gonna go 7 at me. No, he's going 8 at me. Do I do this to get out of it? I think I do. So that was just me using my Dawn because my leader effect was off. First things first, we kill this. That's not sticking around. This doesn't have a on play anymore. And I've got Kuzans for days. Or not Kuzans, Usops. And then probably just a 7 at him, to be honest with you. We get 4 Dawn back up, and he doesn't have a good way to turn off leader ability, unless he decides he's going to use Black Spiral or something like that. Is that one of the ones? Let's see. Yeah. Unless he wants to use Black Spiral on me. If he does, that's fine. I'm actually just thinking I'm going to keep dropping these. Say, hey, buddy, I've just got a wave of dudes. Okay, he's got a blocker on field. Blocker won't do anything here. Yeah, you got nothing, buddy. I got way too much Dawn up. Okay, so I have been black-holed. He's got a blocker on field. But I can make everything 6s and then some. He's going to only be at 9 next turn. I kind of want to develop this. 6, and then I'll have the ability to go. I'll only have 2 left, so we'll go like this. Attack 5. See if he free blocks. If he doesn't free block this one, I get to just go 6/6/6 at him. Okay, cool. We kind of baited that out of him, so now I get to do this. 6. Six. Block, play out your dude. Nope, takes it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. Got one of these on curve. He won't be able to play out his 10 beard yet. He's going to KO a Usopp here. He cannot KO this. It's unfortunate we haven't found any of our protector cards. We are playing 6 of them. Oh no, he didn't play that. He just trashed it. Interesting. I'm probably going to ignore that, to be honest with you, guy. Deals and draws are 2k. Nah, your 7's not going to do much, bud. Okay, I got to pressure pretty hard this turn. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Yeah. We're seeing if we could bait him into something there. I think a 7 will eat one of these guys. Or most of his hand. I'm okay with either. Wow. Can I bait him into blocking? Because I could freeze these, and then there'll be no problem for me next turn. I want to block without these KOing. He gave up. Well, he was pretty screwed anyways there. So the idea there is I was going to try and just poke him with 5s, develop both a Sanji, and then freeze the 2 of these so they wouldn't be able to block for him next turn. He'd develop the 10k, which would keep my guy from attacking, but then he'd have 1 blocker for like my 4 good attacks, or my 5 good attacks. Is going to develop a Sanji. So this Sanji plus this would be 8 Dawn. It would hold both of these down, and then I'd be able to go really hard at him, and that would be more than enough to kill him. He would have, I'd have a 5, 5, 5, 2, and a 5 here, and I'd be able to hold both of these down. I would leave this alone, because I don't want him to draw a card off of it, and I would just say, okay, you got a 110k there. That's great. I've got a 5, 5, 7, 5, and 2 on board. I can, and then you'll be on 2 cards because these won't be able to do anything, and I'll be able to go and poke him, and he has to get every single attack with 2 cards. I could go 5. He has to give me a card. 5, give me a card. 5, block. 5, he'd have no cards left in hand, and then I'd have a 7 as well. He was just straight up dead. There was no chance for him to do anything. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's our next game against Blackbeard, and we didn't even see our good tech in this one, so that's a good matchup for us. Well, I shouldn't say it's a good matchup for us. That was a good game. We're just developing pretty fast, and understanding when our leader abilities can get turned off means we need less Dawn on board. It was nice to have these Usops, which is why we did pretty well in this game, because we didn't need to have a ton of stuff, because we just said, okay, hey, we got these. And I even got to show you guys the Charleston counter early, just say, hey, I don't have any Dawn under my leader because I needed it to develop this Usopp. So rather than trying to stay healthy just by doing that, I'm just going to drop this Charleston and say, hey, if you want to attack a 12 at me, it's fine. I'm healthy enough it wouldn't have mattered. All right. I think that's all I got for you guys, though. So let me know what you guys think. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? Can you guys take out Marshall D. Teach with Red Green Luffy? I'd love to see what you guys have to say. All right. See you in the deck profile. Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So here's the deck profile for RG Luffy. And this is a variant that's teched out if you're seeing a bunch of Blackbeard variants at your locals. Somebody was telling me that they're having to struggle against Blackbeard, a bunch of their locals, which is weird. I don't think Blackbeard's super great in this meta, but apparently somebody's local is infested with the likes of them, so we're going to show you how to play against old Blackbeard. The matches today were pretty definitive. We didn't really get close to dying. So here's RG Luffy. Dawn times 1 on your opponent's act. If you have 5 or less Dawn cards in your field, you may rest any number of your Dawn cards up to one of your leader or Straw Hat crew types. Gain plus 2,000 power for each Dawn card rested by this effect. We're playing 8 Searchers in this build, 4 2Ks in Sanji. We're playing 2 copies of Monkey D. Luffy. This is the 5 cost, 6,000 power, no counter, rush. When attacking, give your leader up to one or one of your characters up to 1 rested Dawn card. I didn't want to change the list to be like just to go get Blackbeard, because you still got to beat all your other matchups. But this isn't a bad option to have, and it's really, really good against Blackbeard. Being able to have a rush unit that gives Dawn places when attacking is good enough. And like, we're not super unfavored in the matchup to begin with. Like, don't get me wrong, it's hard, but we can get there. It's not impossible. Of course, you want to take second from them. You want to get down a defensive unit like Laboon. And we want to make sure that we are playing as many bodies as we can, because they're going to put up blockers as fast as they can. So getting down a bunch of Usopps is really good, like you saw in the last game. Nami's not great because her standing Dawn up at the end of her turn is an on play, so she won't work. Just getting out these nice 5s is really good. The double attack's obviously better. And then you saw the Brook is still really good because it doesn't have the activate main to give us 2 attacks, which is beautiful because a lot of times they'll free block your last attack, and then you can restand something and hit even harder. So you can kind of get away with some nonsense in the matchup. But basically, you want to take second from them. You want to drop both of these, let them attack you on your on their 3 Dawn turn. Doesn't really matter. You can take it if it's a heavy hit like an 8K. Or you can counter if it's light. This is an on play, so this is just a 2K in this matchup. I have not found a good place to play the 7 drops. I think they're too much investment in this matchup personally, because the on play to get your leader up to plus 2,000 is an on play. And anything that you're going to attack is generally going to be like a huge Burgess. So I kind of leave this guy out of the matchup is kind of what I decided. Getting a Laboon out is kind of really important, just because they aren't playing a ton of removal, but they do play enough that you kind of want something to keep your guys alive for sure. And then you want to drop as many of Usopps as you can, because getting 4 Dawn back for, like I was doing when I got 2 of them down, getting a bunch of Dawn back every turn for no investment, so you can just continue to use all of your Dawn is really good. It's always really good, but in this matchup, it's kind of crucial. Just saying, hey, this doesn't have an on play to restand Dawn. It's an end of turn effect, so we're just going to keep plopping it down. You want to get something like the double attack online, because it's as a 6 cost, he is above most of the removal, so they'd have to invest a lot to try and get rid of him. And just being able to threaten 2 of their lives at once is really good. So, as you guys saw, the curve is kind of this. Drop 2 of these, do all your searching you can. You want to find this guy. He's kind of my answer in this matchup, just because he's really good as a tech card. They don't expect to see him coming. Drop as many of these as you can to get free Dawn back, and then just start dropping bodies. The wider your board goes, the harder it's going to be for them. Don't invest into heavy attacks. You want a wide board as fast as you can go. And then Brook is a good finisher still, even in this matchup, as it turns out. You can't rest a card, but man, that double attack got us places. I really do like the activate main of I Know You're Strong, so go out in the start. Being able to keep Burgesses down, like we were going so fast and hard in these matchups that we didn't actually see the Burgesses develop, but I was just going to hold them down. I had these in my hand. I think in both games I had either a Luna or the I Know You're Strong in hand. And then, like I was saying during my matches, make sure you keep these events in hand if you don't end up using them. This is still really good. Just don't trash the card. This is still a 2 Dawn for 4K, and because we have stuff like Usopp or Sanji just keeping Dawn up, they're going to turn our leader ability off with their 10 cost teaches. But hey, if I can generate 7K worth of counter, they're not going to see that coming. So if I go up to 12, or what is that? Yeah, 12K just by 2 cards and say, okay, it's like one of my searchers I couldn't use. I just got out one of their Burgess swings for 3 cards without leader ability. That will really screw up their lethal line. So if you can get them to commit by going like 12 at you, take the first one, if you have the life for it, and get out of the second one and say, okay, I just screwed up your math. You just dropped 2 of your giant blockers. I'm going to kill you on the crackback. So it works out all right. You just got to play some of these mind games with them that they're just not prepared for. Pretty much everybody looks at Charleston and goes, oh man, my Charlestons aren't going to do much. But no, they're really good in the matchup. You just got to use them right. I don't think Nami's good enough for the matchup, because a lot of times they'll turn her off or try and KO her. 4 Dawn for a blocker I don't think is good. I think it's too much. I think it's too much investment for a blocker. I just want to go heavier on board. the more characters you find, the better. When you're looking at your opening hands, just find as many dudes as you can and just keep dropping them. The pressure will be too much. You'll outpace them with your attacks, and because these still have good end of turn effects, you will be able to just keep hammering them. And Blackbeard does not do well with rush. So if you want to put in some rush anywhere in this deck, you can. If you really want to mess around, I thought about throwing like a copy of Roger in here, because Roger is searchable by Garp. So you could search Roger in the beginning phases and just say, hey, this is going to be a bad matchup because you ever put me at 0, I'm going to turn off your 12k blockers, and I'm just going to start hammering away. But you got to go for lethal that turn if you do it. But I didn't want to taint the list too much, so I just put 2 of these in here as a tech choice if you're running into a bunch of Blackbeard. This can go up if you're running into a lot of Blackbeard. Like if you're running into so much Blackbeard and you're just so angry with it, I would say you could probably go down a copy of you could go down 1 copy of this, and you could go down like 1 copy of this. The deck doesn't need a ton of 2Ks, and you can go up to 4 copies of Luffy. But let me see, where is he at? Apparently my keyboard's dead. There he is. So you can go like that. And you can make a list like that and say, hey, I'm just going to make it so that Blackbeard just is not going to win this matchup for you. Sorry, guy. But let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think? What is the answer to beating up Blackbeard? If you want to throw in extra Blackbeard hate, man, you can. But, like, our deck's got answers now that we've got, like, Brook. These are good at freezing the Burgesses. I was trying to get, like, you saw in that last matchup, I was just trying to get him to free block with his blockers so they didn't get their on KO effects, and then I could just freeze them down and beat over him next turn, rather than let him get the draw or the summon off the card. So, let me know what you guys think. I think that's all I got for you, though. But, like I said, this was a request by a subscriber, so it's really cool to see you guys starting to engage. I really do appreciate it. I think that's all I got. So, as always, good games and good luck.